What's up, guys? Fancy Joe back here with the second mock draft of this Mock Draft Monday, as promised. Thank you guys so much last Monday for hitting the like goal on that video, hitting the view goal on that video. As always, if we get 20 views or 5 likes on this video or the other one that was released earlier today, if you haven't seen that, I released another mock draft a little bit earlier. 3 wide receiver, 3 wide receiver PPR mock draft. If you want to see that, go check that out. A lot of other mock drafts on the channel, dynasty content, redraft content, always coming your way. If you're new, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment down below, and I will respond in the comments as always. So jumping into this mock draft, we are drafting in the 6th spot in a half-point PPR league. This league is a little bit unique, though, because we are doing a 2-quarterback league. This is the first 2 QB mock draft of the season. Without further ado, let's get right on into it. Starting the draft up. Alrighty, so Patrick Mahomes went first, Christian McCaffrey, Dalvin Cook, Saquon Barkley, and then Kyler Murray. Alvin Kamara still available, Derrick Henry still available, Davante Adams still available. I'm honestly going to take Derrick Henry here. I think he's just a dynamite player. He ran for over 2,000 yards last year. Only other guy I would probably consider here is Davante Adams, but I'm going to take the running back, and I'm going to wait on my quarterbacks. I kind of want to snag a couple stud wide receivers, stud running backs, and then see who I'm able to, round my team out with quarterback-wise. So after Derrick Henry, Kamara went, Josh Allen, Deshaun Watson, Lamar Jackson, Davante Adams, Jonathan Taylor, Ezekiel Elliott, Tarik Hill, Aaron Jones, Justin Herbert, Nick Chubb, and then Cam Akers went. Dak Prescott still available. Did a video on why I think I would love to be a Dak Prescott owner this year. I'm shocked he's still available, honestly. But with a lot of these quarterbacks, it's like I've got no problem if Matthew Stafford and Jalen Hurts are my 2 quarterbacks, although they could be gone by the time I pick one of these guys. Who knows? But with the players who got still available, I'm going to take Austin Ekeler here. He's kind of the polar opposite to Derrick Henry. He's more of the receiving back. But I just like both of these players a lot going into next season. Honestly, Stephon Diggs and DeAndre Hopkins are still available. Like them too, but I'm just going to load up on my running backs while everybody else is taking these quarterbacks. Which, I understand it's a 2 QB league. Russ is still available in the 3rd round. DK Metcalf, Campbell Ridley, Michael Thomas. Not too crazy about any of them. I would love to snag Antonio Gibson here. I like him a lot going into next season. But I think we're actually going to take our first quarterback of the draft here. We're going to take Russell Wilson. To get him in the 3rd round after guys like some of these other guys have been drafted, I think I really like that pick in the 3rd. But you know what? Actually, this is a mock draft. We're going to take Antonio Gibson and we're just going to see how this 2 quarterback league starts when you start with 3 running backs. And I was able to load up on 3 stud running backs to start this draft. Really like the way the team has worked its way out. We're going to take Julio here too, because I think if you get him as my wide receiver 1, then I only have to snag 1 more wide receiver. I really do like that. Okay, we're going to take Matthew Stafford here, our first quarterback in round 5. I think he's going to have a dynamite year this year for the Rams. Just think him and Sean McVay on the same team. They've got some solid weapons there. I think the opportunities could be very good for him. Let's see. Carson Wentz got drafted. That stinks. I would have liked to snag him, but that's just the way it goes. Let's go with receivers. Cooper Kupp still available. I could grab him and have a stack with him and Matthew Stafford, which is what I'm going to do here for my wide receiver 2. I like Cooper Kupp a lot. Being able to snag him in the 6th round here in a 2 quarterback league, I really like. And to get that stack with him and Stafford, I think helps out our upside a lot. Baker Mayfield's a top-rated quarterback. I would never take him. Ooh, there's 2 quarterbacks I'm considering here, Trevor Lawrence and Derek Carr. Hopefully I can snag both of them somehow. I want to take Trevor Lawrence for the upside, but you know what? I'm going to take Derek Carr here, and we're going to see if Trevor Lawrence can make it back to us in this next round. and he didn't. He got taken one spot ahead of us. Awesome. That's just the way it goes sometimes, though. I think I'm going to take a pick that might surprise some people. Going to bet on a different rookie running back. Actually, I guess we'll wait on him here a little bit. Let's see. Daniel Jones, Ben Roethlisberger. I'm going to take Daniel Jones here. I'm not a huge Daniel Jones fan, but being able to snag him here with that rushing ability that he has, not too many quarterbacks are going to run the ball like he does. He was 7th last year in quarterback rushing. Adding Kenny Galladay to that team, I think, helps him out a lot. Actually, you know what? The Stafford and Derrick Carr, I think I'm going to take a swing actually on somebody with a little bit more upside. There's somebody I got my eye on later in the draft. He might surprise you guys, but stick around and you'll see who is the quarterback sleeper that I'm going to take that's going to round this team out and make us extremely dangerous. But I'm going to take, I already have the 3 running backs. You know, of course you would like more, but I'm going to take Deebo Samuel here. I really like him as a player. Think he could be really good moving forward, especially being featured in that Kyle Shanahan offense the way he is. We snagged him there. Okay, let's take a look at who is still available. Let's look at the tight end spot a little bit. Dallas Goedert's still available in this round, so is Robert Tonyan. I'm fine with starting my team with either one of those guys because the touchdown upside of Tonyan and the volume of Dallas Goedert. Taking a look at these backs. None of them are very exciting, to be honest. And our quarterback that we're targeting is still available down there, so we're just going to keep sliding him down there. I'm actually going to take... I'll take Raheem Mostert here in the 9th round. He's not, a huge volume guy. He's good. Excuse me. He's going to have his dud games, but Mostert is one of those guys, once he's in the open field, he can just go 0 to 60. His acceleration's insane. His long speed's crazy. He can hit that edge and just make you pay and get 80 yards in a flash and just hit pay dirt. So we took him there because of the upside. I think if there's going to have 4 or 5 big explosion games this year for sure. I think he'll be start worthy in probably 8 to 10 of them. I'm sure there's 6 duds in there, but if you could pick two of those, then you only have 4. And every running back is going to have consistency issues, especially if you're taking them in the 10th round. I could take Jimmy Garoppolo here and have a nice little stack with him and Deebo and Raheem Mostert. Not that that's a big stack with the running back, but I'm cool on that because I want to keep stacking value. I'm going to take Marquise Brown here. He's the number 1 wide receiver for the Baltimore Ravens. Get some more wide receiver depth on this team. I feel like I've got Julio, Cooper Kupp, Deebo Samuel, Marquise Brown. Those are 4 wide receivers I'm going to start any single week. I really like the team. And I feel like I've got 4 good receivers. I've got 3 really good running backs, and I have 2 solid quarterbacks. So I like the way the team has started off thus far. I'm also going to take one more receiver here. I really like... you know what? Actually, I'm going to take Tarik Cohen here. I think he's just going a little bit too far down. I think he is definitely going to get the work this year in the passing game. So I'm going to take him there. And I'm going to hope that one of these guys I like can get to me in the next round of receiver. I was hoping to either get Mike Williams or who was selected. Mike Williams or... I'm trying to think. I'm trying to see if he was selected already. Yeah, I was aiming for Mike Williams, honestly, but he was taken. No worries. I'm going to snag Cole Beasley here, though. I don't know why he's still available. Second team All-Pro. More targets have become available in that offense. Actually, you know what? We'll snag Tonyan because we need a tight end, and like I said, he's one of the last guys I think who could have double-digit touchdowns at that spot. And if you get double-digit touchdowns from a tight end, you're going to be very happy with that spot. And Cole Beasley made it back to us, so we're going to take Cole Beasley here. And I love the depth that our team has so far. Gabriel Davis went. He's a guy who I love. 13th, 14th round, I see him going in my drafts all the time. Take him, take him, take him. He is going to be a stud this year. Him, Cole Beasley, Stephon Diggs. I want all 3 of those players with Brian Daboll going back to Buffalo. They're going to keep airing it out with Josh Allen. And I'm high on all of those players. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to take my quarterback now that I've been talking about, and it's Zach Wilson. I know he's not Trevor Lawrence, but I think there's a chance that, they don't have great weapons there, but I think there's a chance he could ball out. Maybe not his rookie year, but give me some solid fantasy starts. And as your third quarterback, I'm probably looking for starting Zach Wilson less than 6 times this year. I think he'll be the starter for the New York Jets. That's where I think he'll get taken. If he goes to San Francisco, even better, but I don't think that'll happen, honestly. I think he's had too good of a season, too good of a pro day to go farther down than 2. So we're going to take Zach Wilson here. He's a quarterback that I've been talking about. If you can't get your hands on Trevor Lawrence in a dynasty redraft too, do not be worried about just taking Zach Wilson. I know he's not the generational talent or whatever that Trevor Lawrence is, but I think he could be really darn good, to be honest with you. And I think people are sleeping too far on him. I think that gap between him and Trevor Lawrence is a lot smaller than people want to admit if you really turn on all the tape and just watch them. Not saying Trevor Lawrence isn't a great player, none of that. I just think Zach Wilson has shown some talent, and he really didn't have a whole lot to work with at BYU. And not that he's going to have a whole lot to work with in the NFL if he gets drafted by the New York Jets, though, either. We'll take him to round out the typical bench spots that the most teams have. Teddy Bridgewater still available. I have no interest in taking him. Andy Dalton, though, honestly, for the Chicago Bears. You're getting a starting quarterback. They said they promised him to be the starter. I'm going to take him there and just have 4 solid quarterbacks. I mean, he doesn't have the upside of some of these other guys, but he's a guy I think you can throw in there every single week. Not every single week, but in good matchups, he's going to give you 15-plus points, 15 to 18-plus points. And when you start your team with all these other picks and taking a guy like Zach Wilson, if Zach Wilson sucks or gets hurt early, I can slide in Andy Dalton to that spot, and he's not going to murder me if I have to start him a few times this year in the right matchups, hopefully. Okay, so let's see who's available still. I'll take Jalen Reagor. I think he's a guy who could, have a bounce back year. He's a really explosive guy. If they use him a little bit more in the screen games and stuff like that as a rookie, that they probably utilize to make it a little bit easier on Jalen Hurts in his first full year as a starter. And, he's a first-round pick. Like, you can do a lot worse than taking guys with a first-round draft capital at that late in the draft. So let's recap the team. Our 2 quarterbacks, we've got Matthew Stafford, Derrick Carr. At our running back, we have Derrick Henry, Austin Ekeler, Julio Jones, Cooper Kupp. Tight end, we got Robert Tonyan. And our flex, we have Antonio Gibson. These running back, taking our quarterbacks off this roster, this starting lineup of skill position players is absolutely dynamite. I feel like Stafford could be a top 10 quarterback. Derek Carr could be top 15. Got 2 solid options at my quarterback spots. And then you looked at the bench, and we have a solid bench wide receiver in Deebo Samuel. Then we have Raheem Mostert, Marquise Brown, Tarik Cohen, Cole Beasley, Zach Wilson, Andy Dalton, 2 quarterbacks. Like I said, I think Zach Wilson offers a little more upside, Andy Dalton a little bit more consistency. In case Wilson is a total bust and struggles as a rookie, not a bust, but he might not be a bust for he could be a bust for fantasy for sure. Drafting a guy that late, I mean, really just drafting for upside at that point. And then we rounded out with Jalen Reagor. If you guys like this video and you made it till this point, please hit the like button on this video. Hit the subscribe button down below and stay tuned for other videos. We're bringing you mock drafts every Monday. And comment down below, and I will respond in the comments as always. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Fantasy Joe. Until next time, I'll see you guys.